Bienvenidos a Onda Digital, la voz de la Universidad Cooperativa de Colombia. Conectamos saberes, compartimos historias. Comienza el viaje sonoro.
Hi, hello everyone, and welcome back to our podcast, Open Lingua podcast. My name is Enrique Cuellar. I am an English teacher here at the UCC University, and we have a full house today. Yes, we have a lot of people right here to record this podcast about hobbies. Yes, we are here with Eliana, our ETA, and we have two teachers right here. That's spectacular. We have Fabio and the teacher Sandra, and we have a student, our guest, a special guest, yeah, Jerónimo. Jerónimo, how are you? How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm happy to be here. Actually, I feel excited.
Thank you so much. We are so excited to have you here, and yes, of course, to have this full house today, talking about an interesting topic for all of our students. Yes, different kind of hobbies. Eliana, tell us, how do you feel today?
I'm great. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
No, thank you too for because you are here. Yes, you are part of this. And Sandra, hello, how are you? How are you doing?
Hi, how are you? I'm glad to be here, and I hope to exchange information about hobbies and other interests.
That's great. Thank you so much for being here. And what about you, teacher Fabio?
Very well, and you, thanks for inviting me.
That's a pleasure. Okay, and let's start talking about our topic, yes? We have to start talking about hobbies. And what about you, Hero? Because it will be great that you start talking about your hobbies. What are your hobbies?
Okay, first of all, my principal hobby is soft combat. It's a kind of a sport that is a contact sport. It's like, well, it's inspired in fencing and kendo, but actually we use swords, shields, spears, axes.
But real?
Yeah,
real swords?
No, real swords no. They're made with foam and good sometimes, but the principal material is foam to be safe.
That's great. Have you ever listened something about that kind of hobby?
No, I've never heard of this. That sounds really interesting.
That's something new for me, too. What about you, teachers? Did you know something about that?
Yes, I know that, and I asked Jerónimo to talk about that when we were talking in class. And tell me, where do you practice that special hobby?
On Tuesday and Thursday, I practice it in the stadium, in one of the areas. The principal is the combat stadium, the area of fencing. But on Saturdays, we play on Belén in the Villa Faburá.
Okay, that's good. And this kind of hobby, when you knew that?
Actually, I'm a bit new. I started like 1 year ago, thanks for a friend.
Okay, and it's kind of like a resting, fighting time, but with something soft?
So, because sometimes we have an objective in specific, like take a position and hold it, or if you are the defender, you need to stay in your position. And another ones can be capturing flags, or a free-for-all.
Okay.
On a special situation, we have tournaments, one by one.
I imagine that hobby that you have like you were training,
Yeah,
like
you need to train a lot.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
good.
Not self-defense, because in real life, nobody will wait till you have a combat position sorry, I hit you in your face, please.
Okay.
So it doesn't help you in a real situation, but it's funny.
That's a good idea to have here. Okay, but wait a minute, we have hobbies too. What is your hobby, Eliana?
One hobby I have that is kind of maybe unusual is I like to paint shirts. So I started during quarantine, during the pandemic, because I was so bored in my house. and I had gotten some fabric paint as a gift. So I was cleaning my closet and I found old shirts. So I decided to like paint on them to make them kind of something new. I don't do it a lot, but it's been really interesting.
Oh, I love that kind of things. It's too artistic, I think so, no?
Mm-hmm.
That's great, like designs and things. Yeah, I used to do that when I was younger. Yeah, I used to paint my T-shirts with bands' names and things like that. You remind me that.
Yeah.
But it's so cool, no?
It's really fun. It makes your old clothes new again.
Ah, that's great. And what about you, Sandra? What is your
I love
hobby?
to go hiking around the mountains, taking advantage of the mountains that surrounded my place where I live. So I love to go there maybe in my free time. And I love to go alone just to be in touch with nature, in touch with air, with fresh air. And it is so nice and so good.
That's a great hobby. And what about you, teacher Fabio? What is your hobby?
Currently, my hobby is listening to 80s music. And I started enjoying coding.
Cool.
Coding?
Yes.
Wow.
That's great.
I love it. I love doing it.
That's too, like, I don't know, too smart. I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kinda hacker stuff.
Yeah. What do you think about those hobbies that you're listening here, Hero?
Actually, are pretty cool. Are not weird, but you never meet all of the people that do that.
Yeah.
For example, painting your own shirt and hiking. I only know the two teachers here.
That's good. Yeah, but look, maybe through those kind of hobbies, we can like know a lot about people. No,
Yeah.
because how we live or the things that we like. Yes, imagine my hobby, something unexpected. I hear. I think so. My hobby is skateboarding.
Pretty
I
cool.
I used to skate. Yeah, it's not like something common for a person in my age. Yeah, but I continue doing as a child because it's something that I love to do it. Yes, and I think that that is happening in here. Yes, all our hobbies define ourselves. Yes, and help us to be better. Yes, to improve ourselves.
And meet new people.
And meet new people. I
Yeah.
think that that is something interesting. Yes. For example, if teacher Fabio says he likes to listen a lot about 80s music, yeah, I love that subject too. I love that topic. I love that kind of music. Yes. Or hiking. Yes. Or that kind of fencing that you explaining here. Yeah, that's something like pretty interesting. And of course, what Eliana said about the painting things. Yes, I love those kind of hobbies. Maybe, do you have like a simple anecdote about those hobbies that you used to practice?
Actually, I have one. This year, I went to a soft-combat camp with my friends.
Oh,
Where was it?
Where was it? Yeah.
It was in Santa Elena, in the Village of the Scouts. They rent the place, so it was like being in the midway, but all based in soft combat.
Wow.
And what about the cold air?
It
At
was
night.
funny because the weather was cold, but with a lot of sun, so you get a lot of sunburns.
But I think that that was a good experience, no? Don't you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah,
that
it
sounds
was
really
really
cool.
funny. All the contests, the experience, the food, and it was strange at the beginning because it was my first time in a camp, and being in a camp is something different. And now in a camp based in midway days, it's totally different. The clothes, the food, the weather, everything.
But I think that maybe is a good way to get along with people.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you get connect not just with nature, no, with your hobby, but with the people that you are sharing with.
It was totally disconnected of technology. There was no signal, so if you want to call a familiar, call your family to talk about their experience, you need to go to a specific area. So it was like, if I go to call my mom, I'm going to lose time for the experience, so I will call her at the night or maybe the next day.
But
She can
that's
wait.
good. Yes, of course. And you are doing good things there, no?
Yeah.
You were like spending time with good people, doing like what you want. Okay, look, time flies, don't you think?
Yes. Yes, it is.
This podcast was just about a little thing, yes, about hobbies. And we mentioned some of our hobbies. It was something good to share our experience. Thank you so much, Hero, for being here with us. It's a pleasure. It will be great that you get back here.
I want to do it. Thanks for the chance. Every time you invite me, I'm going to be here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Eliana, thank you for being here. Teacher Fabio and Teacher
Was a
Sandra.
pleasure.
Thank you so much for sharing your hobbies right here. This was podcast Open Lingua. Thank you so much all for listening, and bye-bye.
See
Bye.
you. Bye.
Thanks for
See
having
you. Bye.
us.
Thank you.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Esto fue Onda Digital, donde el conocimiento se escucha. Gracias por ser parte de esta experiencia sonora.